Alright, so starting out, we have this red colored organ here, this being the anterior pituitary gland. This gland actually creates 6 different hormones, but one being the growth hormone. This stimulates most body cells to increase in size and divide. Targets are bones and skeletal muscles. This is released by hormones created from the hypothalamus. Next, looking at this blue colored section here is the posterior pituitary. This secretes two different hormones, the antidiuretic hormone, which influences body water balance. They target the kidney tubules, which respond by reabsorbing more water from forming urine and returning it into the bloodstream. The second one being the oxytocin. This helps stimulate contraction of smooth muscle of the uterus during childbirth. Moving on, we have this pink-colored organ here, located in the throat area near the trachea. This is the thyroid gland. This one creates the thyroid hormone, which is the body's major metabolic hormone. This is actually 2 active iodine-containing hormones, the thyroxine, which is also known as T4, and triiodothyronine, which is T3. This is stimulated by enzymes concerned with glucose oxidation, increases basal metabolic rate and body heat production, increases adrenergic receptors in blood vessels, and helps in tissue growth. Here I have the anterior view of the thyroid as well as the posterior view of the thyroid, and these yellow colored little nodules on the back are the parathyroid gland. This secretes the parathyroid hormone, which helps control calcium balance. Their function is to increase blood calcium levels by stimulating 3 target organs, being the skeleton, the kidneys, and the small intestine. All right, so moving on, we have the abdominal area, which from this green colored organ here is the pancreas. The pancreas creates 2 different hormones, glucagon, which its function is to raise blood sugar levels to the proper level, and insulin, which their function is to lower blood sugar levels to the proper level as well. So one raises, one lowers. And finally, we have those tan-colored little nodules on top of the kidneys. Those are the adrenal glands. They are made of 3 different layers. First being the outermost layer, the zona glomerulosa. This produces mineralocorticoids. These help regulate electrolyte concentration in extracellular fluids, particularly that of sodium and potassium ions. Next being the middle layer, the zona fasciculata. This helps create glucocorticoids, which help the body adapt to external changes in intermittent food intake by keeping blood sugar levels fairly constant. Mainly, they help the body with long-term response to stress. And finally, we have the innermost layer, the zona reticularis, and this helps create, it secretes glucocorticoids and small amounts of adrenal sex hormones or gonatocorticoids. Those are adrenogens with testosterone, which is the male hormone, and they also make female hormones, just a small amount though.